Welcome to Muncie, Indiana, home of the Ball State Cardinals, and we're looking forward to this matchup, and certainly the fans are showing that they are as well. Today's matchup, an in-state battle for bragging rights in the Hoosier State, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Cardinals will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Purdue's offense will go to work first. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
It is important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Motion from the wide receiver. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The sure hands, it's Tuggle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Walker. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Rush is on him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
So Ball State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Kelly. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Ball State, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call red snooping. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. They're working that left side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. A strike downfield. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Looking for a gap. It's Ashley. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ashley. And it's a fumble on the play. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Cardinals had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He might want another play. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Kelly. Fires complete on the crosser. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Or did he find a hole in that secondary? A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's McCoby. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Give to the back.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Did he call bank on that one? Off the left upright and good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air, it's Kelly. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man. It's Weatherly. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds the tight end. Bounced off his feet.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Wide receiver comes in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They booted away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. They built up some time of possession with that last drive but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Kelly. Here's the pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Cardinals in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Weatherly. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time.
Oh, he found a space on him, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now they'll run it to the right here. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's caught. It's Robinson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
To the air, it's Kelly. Makes the catch.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch right away. You're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Jackson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Weatherly. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And we're locked up here in the 3rd. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, what a scene there in Muncie. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Schumann Stadium.
The Boilermakers will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these 2 quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on 3rd down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. give to the running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
It's caught all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Grab behind the line. It's Horton.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Off the play fake. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to pass. It's Kelly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Purdue!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 23 to Tennessee. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got a man in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Cardinals are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, He's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ball State.
And the Cardinals line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Get set, get set.
Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Hamilton. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He leaves it with his back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Boilermakers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Walker. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They take the lead with the 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Off play action on first down. Quarterback adapting. And some room to work. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they can do it with ease.
The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Hamilton. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Kelly. Looking left. He's got it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's another Ball State first down. Got it.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking for room. It's Horton. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Southern Miss is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 28 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
3:25.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Kelly. Here's a heat. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Smashes it between the uprights. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to throw, it's Kelly. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He lets one fly deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watson. Touchdown, Purdue! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Setting up the screen. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Using his legs, it's McCovey. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to slam in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.